I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. 10 rounds in the middleweight division. Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Look at that combination by Vargas. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Teddy, I'm going to be kind in simply describing one of our fighters tonight as just having low stamina. He's going up against a guy who's a high motor guy tonight.
Yeah, what I think he has to do, and I'll be kind too, is he just has to go for broke, go for the Hail Mary. Jump right on the faster guy.
Vargas is now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
So for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Vargas. Vargas's eye is an absolute mess. That cut is really a major issue. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, right?
Yeah, in a way, but you don't want to get carried away where you're just aiming at one thing. You want to throw your punches. You don't want to go out there now, you know, start chucking for an exact spot there. You get caught up too much in that. If it's going to land, it's going to land in that area, and the damage will be done.
Nice work to the midsection with the left. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Vargas has done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Scored well up top. Teddy, we've seen both these guys before, and we have a feeling, just kind of have the feeling that it could be one of those special nights.
Yeah, because their styles, it suits up for one of those special nights.
You got to land a big punch now. No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big...
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. How about that exchange? He's got a bloody nose. Fernando Vargas is bleeding from the nose. To the belt line he goes with a left hand. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right.
Stay away from those.
Turns over that hook upstairs. Roy Jones Jr. with a royal right. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date. He wants to get to it.
What impact from that uppercut by Vargas. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Jones is just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. He's got confidence he can crack, and he just did there.
And he had the distance, Joe, the height that he wanted to set up that.
And all of a sudden, the tables turn. Vargas is rocked.
What's good for you is good for him.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Roy Jones.
Hands up, hands up.
And that's the end of round 2.
Good.
Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie, didn't you? Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Good counter punch. I loved how he moved off to the side and landed it.
Yeah, that's real smart. That's something that you teach in the gym, and you love when you see it executed.
Roy Jones Jr. is now showing us something that could have a great impact on this fight, Teddy, and that's his ability to counter.
Yeah, he's mixing it up a little bit. We know he can lead. We know he can get off first, but now this dimension, serving him well.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Both men digging in with uppercuts. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Nice strike after catching one by Fernando Vargas. Jones is able to land a good, solid left hand. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. And a good counter by Roy Jones. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Vargas is just being swarmed. He just got stunned. He got absolutely nailed. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, what a big shot. I think Fernando Vargas is just flat out being outgunned. He goes down. Vargas is going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. And round 3 comes to an end.
Assert yourself. Assert your punches.
3 rounds in the books. Jones is in control. Teddy, he's up with a clean sweep on your scorecard.
Yeah, and I like the way he's doing it. You know, he's making the guy come to him, he's making him miss, and he's scoring all the clean punches.
Vargas's mouth is bleeding badly.
Keep your distance. Get in there.
I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Good block. Vargas is completely missing the jab, and when that's not there, you're going to dug yourself a big hole.
Now, that's like saying I want to go swimming. Guess what? There's no water. You need water to swim. You need jabs to fight, to set things up.
And Roy snaps off that lightning fast hook. Clever hook there by Roy Jones.
Move your head. Keep it going.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Right to the head with that right. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Roy lands the uppercut.
You gotta protect yourself.
Wow, what an uppercut. Sometimes Fernando Vargas is too tough for his own good. Right now, his corner has to make a decision on stopping this fight. A crushing 2-punch combo by Vargas. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Vargas's corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Vargas. Vargas is starting to bleed from the nose. His corner should be wary of that. Vargas is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. He scored well after being hit himself. Oh, what an exchange! A solid uppercut by Vargas. Step to the side and then lands the counter.
Yeah, disappear on him, and then all of a sudden appear on him.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Roy Jones. Vargas has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Halfway through this round. Could this be the start of a big comeback? He went from owning this fight to now nearly down and out.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time. That was at the right time.
Roy Jones Jr. is showing us some guts right here. I don't know how he didn't go down. Jones is still got to be careful in this round. Yes, he's more secure on his feet, but it wasn't long ago he was rocked.
But this is where his experience comes in, Joe. You know, he's been in this situation before. He's been rocked before in fights, also in the gym, so he knows what to do.
Well timed by Roy Jones. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Jones is showing us a real solid skill set here with his head movement. Teddy, how much of that is just natural athletic ability and instincts, and how much of that is being trained well?
Well, most of it's trained well. If I take a guy off the street, Joe, and he hasn't been taught anything, he's going to throw punches. But usually he's not going to have a good defense. That's something that has to be attained. That's something that has to be taught. This guy has been taught good defensive fundamentals.
A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Roy Jones. Jones is picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Roy Jones. He returns the favor with an uppercut.
Keep your distance.
Roy Jones Jr., good block, nice counter shot. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Good right hand. The ref is stopping this fight. Roy Jones Jr.'s won it here. He does so by TKO fashion. He was putting a bad beat on his opponent, and the referee steps in and calls an end to this contest.